Being broke, yet still being able to make every single trip is a skill only few people have. And I know this because I got one friend who could do this in her sleep. And then I got another friend who will absolutely suck your pockets dry. So I'm at the mall shopping with my friend Brooke. And at the time, she's gonna be 21 in like the next couple months. And we have nothing planned. So I asked her, I'm like, girl, what are you gonna do for your 21st birthday? And she's like, girl, I don't know. Like, rent is so high right now. Like, my job sucks. And like, I literally just spent $300 last week because my car got towed. Like, I really don't want to spend that much. I'm like, you're right. Times are tough. But I'm like, girl, think about it. If we went on a trip, right, and we got like 4 or 5 people to come, we could make it really cheap, real cheap, especially if we went to somewhere like Florida. Like, you can have fun in Florida for very, very low cost. And she's like, true, like, you're right. Like, who would we even invite? So we're thinking of friends, and, you know, we got 3 solid people. And I'm like, bro, we should bring one more. And that's when we come across the name Mimi. Now, Mimi is a good friend of ours, right? But we know she's a little all over the place and definitely struggles with money. So I'm like, honestly, we could just ask her and see if she's going to come. Like, she probably won't even come because of like everything going on right now. Nah. Soon as we texted Mimi about going on a trip, she was locked in. She's like, yeah, where, when, like, how much would it be? Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, okay, bet. We got enough people. Like, this is not going to be a bad trip. This is going to be a great trip. Yeah, little did we know this was going to be a trip we never forget. So boom, months go by, and before you know it, we're on the plane and we're in Florida, okay? And what we ended up doing is we got 5 people. We just did 2 rooms, 2 people in one room, 3 people in another. And we did me, Brooke, and Mimi in one room so it could be a little cheaper for us, right? I'm trying to save the birthday girl some money. So I give Brooke $100 because it's $300 each. She has hers, and already we're asking Mimi, like, okay, like, you got the money for the room? Because she wasn't handing nothing up. She was just sitting on her phone, sitting on the bed on her phone. And she's like, oh my gosh, like, don't hate me, but I get paid like on Friday while we're here. So like, I'll just give you the money then. Like, I really don't have it right now. I look at Brooke. I look back at Mimi. I said, hold on. You don't have $100 for the room? How are you going to do anything while we're here? She's like, no, like, it's going to be fine. Like, I probably won't do that much, but like, I just want to be on the beach, which is free. And like, I'll just go grocery shopping or something. I'm like, okay, whatever you can do to make this work. So day 1, right? We go on the beach. Everybody's trying to keep this, you know, not too expensive anyways. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. It was definitely a problem. So we're on the beach, we're chilling, and, you know, there's little like beach bars, whatever. We're going up to them, you know, obviously we want a little drink. She just turned 21. She can finally whip out that ID. And Mimi obviously comes with us, and she orders a drink, and she says, oh yeah, just put it on Lala's tab. I'm sorry. Me? Put on Lala's tab, baby. I'm not rich. I don't have a bunch of money either. I'm also budgeting for this trip. So I look at her, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? She's like, dude, when I get paid on Friday, like, I'm going to give you all of your money plus some, like, don't even worry. I said, okay, I get that, right? For random little things, but you don't need to be doing all that. You could go get a pack of White Claws or something for cheap. This drink was $17. She's like, yeah, like, my bad. I'll ask you next time. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we're doing that. You know, we're walking on the beach with our drinks. Like, we're looking at everything. And we see this really cool, like, bar and restaurant. And Brooke's like, oh my gosh, like, I want to go there later. That looks so fun. Like, let's check out the menu. I'm like, okay, bet. This place looks fun. Their food looks really good. And everyone else agrees that we want to eat here tonight, except Mimi. Mimi's talking about, oh my gosh, like, this menu looks so expensive. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to eat here. Like, can we look at some other places? I'm thinking, okay, this is Brooke's birthday. We should be doing what Brooke wants to do. It's nobody's fault that you don't got no money. But of course, Brooke being nice is like, okay, we can look at some other spots. So we walk and look at some other spots. And while we're looking, right, Mimi is behind us talking to some random old man. She's talking to some random old man. She comes back to us a little bit later and he's like, actually, you know what, guys? Like, we can eat at that first spot. Like, it'll be fine. Like, if anything, like, I won't eat. But, like, yeah, let's go there. We're like, okay. Now, when we go to this restaurant, never in a million years was I expecting it to go like this. So we get ready, right? We go to this nice restaurant. And while we're at the table, everybody's ordering their food. Mimi orders like 3 different appetizers, orders a chicken wrap for herself, and then orders drinks for everyone at the table. Everyone is looking at her like, what are you doing? I'm scared because I'm thinking she's gonna put her bill with mine and I'm gonna have to pay for all of this. And I already know the tab is over $100 for her. So I'm like, I'm looking at her confused. And we finish eating, the tab comes out, and she slaps a card down. I'm like, okay, you could have been paying for all your stuff earlier. But tell me why, right? After we finish eating, she picks up the card, doesn't put it back in her purse, but she walks over to the bar and gives it to the old man she was talking to earlier. He's sitting at the bar of the restaurant we were at. I'm like, what? That was his card? So she comes back with us and I'm like, girl, whose card is that? Who is that? She's like, yeah, while you guys were like looking, like I saw him on the beach and we were talking and like he said like he would pay for a few things we do if like we hang out with him. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, like he just might like join us at the beach and like he said he wouldn't join us at the dinner table, he's just gonna sit at the bar, but like he does want to see what we're doing tonight. I'm thinking, okay, we're not about to bring this old man everywhere we go just so you can get stuff paid for. Hello? Then she tells me something I had no idea about. She's like, yeah, no, like we really should hang out with him because I never booked my flight back and he said he'd pay for it. I said, hold on. I said, girl, you get paid Friday. We leave Saturday. You should have enough money to pay for your flight. She's like, yeah, but like when I was looking at returning flights, like it's like $300 one way. I said, what are you looking through? Google Flights? She's like, yeah, I just always book through there. I said, yeah, that's your problem. I said, you need to be using Hopper. I'm like, bro, we all like booked through there and got like 40% off. Like round trip was like $157. She's like, oh, for real? I'm like, yes, girl. So I send her the link. She gets the little Hopper app and she's showing me the flights. And yes, it's way cheaper than what she was looking at. She's like, okay, thank you. I'm going to use this, but like, I still think I'm going to have him pay for it. I'm like, you know what? Do whatever you want, right? Just make sure he's not too involved with us, right? She's like, okay. Clearly she didn't get the message because all of a sudden we're at our hotel. We're in the room, you know what, getting ready for later. And we hear at our hotel room door. I go up to the door. Okay, Mimi's running right behind me. I open the door and it's this old man. And I'm telling you, he has to be like 70. Gotta be. So Mimi, I'm like, Mimi, this is for you. She's like, oh my gosh, hey, like we're almost done getting ready and then we'll meet you out. Meet you out? I said, hold on. I shut the door. I look at Mimi. I said, Mimi, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, he's just literally, you're not even going to know he's there. Like, he's just going to come with us and like, don't even worry about it. He's going to buy us free drinks, like free food. Like, this is good. I look at Brooke. I'm like, you know what, Brooke, this is your birthday. If you have a problem with it, he's gone. If you're fine with it, then whatever. And Brooke's like, well, I mean, if he's not like doing too much and like, I don't even know he's there, like, I really don't care. I'm like, okay, it's settled. So we leave. This man is waiting outside our hotel door. Mimi and him walk behind us. We're all walking together. We go to the same place we were at, but it gets like a little bit more fun at night. They get a DJ. While we're there, why is this man putting his arm around all of us, like trying to dance with everybody, all this? I'm looking at Mimi like, this is doing too much. And everybody's looking at us like, what are you doing with that old man, right? Then right when we're about to leave, a woman walks in, old just like him, and says, Michael, what are you doing? I'm thinking, is that his wife?